so many of you guys called it. I'm trying to be subtle here, but the cribs have got the babies in the foreground. Ah! Okay, so I'm quite far back. There's mum and dad right in the middle. I'm going to zoom in, but not go closer. I'm going to have to go closer at some point though, aren't I? Look at all those babies. Oh my goodness, this is so cool. Many of you are suggesting that they might not survive and the parents might actually eat them. Look at that, you were right. Literally, I've only just pressed upload on the previous video and now we've got babies. They're swimming as well. Okay, so I've got like fry food. I'm going to put that in a bit and, just make sure that there's extra food going in as well to ensure that they get it. I mean, it's probably going to cause algae by putting too much food in the tank, but I'd rather those guys had enough food. See if I can come a little bit closer. I'm still quite far away. I really want to get the focus on them. There we go. I'm staying nice and still. I'm not moving, so hopefully we'll be alright. So they're wigglers, so they can actually swim at this point. So I'm guessing they're not like brand new. I mean, are they swimming or are they just sort of getting wafted about? No, they are swimming. Oh wow, this is so cool. I can't believe it.
Right guys, fantastic news. It's now day 2. Since I first noticed, and everything is still going really well. Well, from what I can see anyway. I mean, I've never ever seen this before, so I'm hoping this is all normal and everything's good.
Okay, like I say, here they are then. So just behind the male there, you can see, there we go, there's the whole sort of, is it a clutch? I guess it's a clutch of babies, or no, that's an eggs, isn't it? I don't know, the whole group. Oh yes, look at that, that's so cool. Hello mate, yeah, he's fully aware that I'm here. I'm not as close as it looks, guys, because I'm zoomed in, so hopefully everything is all good. But yeah, day 2, great success. Right, I've just noticed something really cool. Look, the babies don't move until they see mum. They stay perfectly still. I mean, many of you probably realise this already, but how cool is that? Look, then they all start buzzing when she hovers over the top. But they don't move at all until she's there. That is so cool. Obviously, it's a protection thing, isn't it? So when she's off trying to, like, I don't know, fend predators away, I guess it just keeps them covered, in check. Dad's always right out in the foreground here. And then mum just sort of hovers and looks after. Every now and again she shoots off as well, which is cool. They're actually letting me get really close now. Whoa, there's absolutely tons of them. I didn't actually realise there was that many, but that is so cool. Right, I'm zoomed right in now. You can see that they've got like this cool... Is that their sort of egg sacs or something? Or am I seeing through them into their stomachs? I can't get great focus because they're so small. But really interesting. I mean, this is how small they are. Look, there's the female. And then there is the eggs right next to her. Wow. This is magical, isn't it? Is magical the right word? I don't care. I'm going with magical. Great job, Dad. Really great job. He's like, yes, it was. Now, would you clear off? Okay, I'll leave you alone for a bit.
So we actually have babies popping off everywhere at the moment. We've not just got them in the crib tank, I've got them behind me there in the platy tank as well. So let's take a closer look because they're actually getting quite a bit bigger now.
So here is the tank, guys. It's currently looking really good, I think. And there are a lot of platy babies in here now. There's one, as we speak, right there in the middle. The back. Yeah, so everyone before was just as surprised as me to see that the babies were fully coloured. So like when you get the guppies, they look kind of like, I don't know, just clear, don't they? And it takes ages for their colours to develop. But these guys just seem to pop out straight away, the correct colour, which is cool. Like instantly look like they're little mini versions of the adults. And I think what I want to do with these is just let them grow out a little bit more, and I'm going to put them in the ecosystem tank just to sort of add some diversity to it, and also they're live bearers as well, so eventually these guys are going to grow up and create even more. That tank is going to be packed out. We're saying that's not because obviously we've got to put a predator in still, and if they get too many I can just scoop some out and take them back to the fish shop and they can sell them on. But yeah, what a lovely looking little tank, isn't it? It doesn't need its first trim up soon, I think. It's just getting to the point now. Obviously the Palustrius Super Red in the middle is way too big already, but that's fine. The rest of it is catching up. But yeah, the glossy stigma's working really well at the bottom there, and it's really starting to grow in, which is great. Look at that cutie, he's just waiting there. But yeah, we got a similar situation in a couple of the tanks up the top. We just did a big hack back on this tank here in one of the last videos, which has got loads of the endler frying. Again, they're never there when I say that. Oh, here they all come. La 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 la. Next to it in Hellboy's tank, the moss is going silly. I'm going to do this. And just make two little sort of moss hills, and that'll tidy that all back up again. There's a few of the bad Java fern leaves on the top as well. And then over my new better tank, this one here is looking awesome, but it's overgrown already, so I'm going to trim those right back as well, save all the stems. I won't replant them because it will get way too dense in no time. I'll just put them in my storage tanks. We did have some algae issues going on down the bottom here. There's still a little bit left. You can see some of it sort of waving around there, but it's starting to look so good now. And you can see there, look, what's that? That is a molt of one of the Amano shrimp. So I added like 3 Amano shrimp in here and a couple of Otto's Cichlid catfish as well, and they've cleaned it up in no time at all. So it's back to looking as perfect as when I first set it up, minus a tiny little bit of algae, but that's cool. It does add to the realism, doesn't it? But this fish is lovely, isn't it? He's doing so well, but I also added in this like piece here to separate the two because they were flaring quite a bit. So now we just do that every now and again and let the face-off commence. Yeah, he started flaring then. This one's quite big and seems to scare that one away straight away, so it's quite cool to see, isn't it? Yeah, so apparently it's good to do this like once a day or you know, at intervals, just so that they can exercise the muscles that do the flaring. Because obviously if they've got nothing to flare at ever, then maybe they'll forget. I don't know, it's a muscle, whatever. But they seem to... Oh, look at the colours, look at the colours on Hellboy. Hellboy's an awesome looking fish. Right guys, I've just done some feeding, which is very interesting. So I've just sort of dropped the food where all the babies are currently sort of sitting. I don't know if they're going to eat it, if they're too young or anything at the moment, but what I did see was really clever. Now you guys who are familiar with kribensis will know this, but one of the little babies went sort of over here somewhere, and oh look, there we go, females eating, which is great. Good to see the parents eating. Parents are happy, the babies will be happy. But yeah, I saw the female come over here to a straggler, pick it up in its mouth, go back and just spit it back in the pile. And for a minute I was like, oh no, she's eating them, no. But no, spat it straight back out in the pile, which is so cool to see. I mean, I didn't know they did that. But these guys are so territorial. At the moment, I fed the food there, so lots of them are coming over to have a look. I'm going to feed again in a second, up in the top section, so that the tetra have actually got some food as well. But they're trying to get around it, but look, these guys fend off, so they're so strong, like they're so quick as well. If anything comes like close, they're straight on it. But all the other fish seem to like know the distance. If they go slightly too close, there we go, too close, you just see them off. But they will get more aggressive than that if they do. He always comes back and pecks the female as well after he has a go. You know, that's not very nice, bud. But you're protecting your young, and that aggression is flying at the moment. But that's all right, you know. It'll be really cool if this actually works, won't it? Are they going to eat this? I mean, it looked to be pecking a little. I broke it up with my fingers, so there's lots of small pieces as well. Yeah, they are eating it. Awesome. Sorry about the mess. I'm going to have to clean the glass so we can see a bit better, but, you know, we're zoomed so far in. This is so cool, guys. Really interesting to watch. I want to do more sort of breeding projects now. Right, we're day 3, guys, since I first noticed the cribs out. They're over in this corner now. So at the end of the day yesterday, the mum took them all back into the cave, and I thought, okay, they're going to come back out again. But oh look, well done, good mummy. But they're, oh look, there's some of them, some stragglers. I think that's because the male was there just a minute ago, and these ones got a bit confused. But they are starting to swim a lot more. Obviously, I'm a threat at the moment, so they've stopped. But I'll back up in a second and get some sort of B-roll. But yeah, this is going really, really good so far. I'm really pleased with it. Oh, here comes Dad again. There we go. Coming over. Gonna come up. Like, he got some in his mouth then. Did he? Yep, he's getting a couple in his mouth. You gonna take him over, or are they gone as... You gonna take him over? Spin him out. I'm not completely sure he actually ate them, to be fair. Could have been some food down there. You got any in there? He's probably protecting them because I'm actually staying here. I'll go away and see if he spits them out. But all of that food that I laid down has gone, looks. I guess they had their fill. We saw the babies eating them. And then when Mum took them away, I guess the rest of the fish ate what was left. So that's good to know. I might do that again then. We are now day 4. All the little babies are swimming absolutely loads. Look at that. They're like properly swimming now. They're not just sort of bopping about everywhere. That's actual swimming. So they get much more confident. Mum seems to be taking them more to different places. Just 2 seconds ago, they were back behind this rock here, right in that bottom section. And then she sort of brings them forwards through the middle section and then out in the front. You know what? It's really nice to think that they like what I've made there. And it actually worked. This is what I wanted to do, create the cave structure so that they could move around them and still feel protected. And it's worked a treat. Absolutely love it. And the algae is still kind of there in the bigger plants because I'm not touching them at all. So at the back there, look, there's some algae in those ones. I'm just going to leave it all alone completely, apart from the front glass that I've been wiping whilst this is all going on, because I don't want it to do anything to disturb these guys. These fish are far more important to me than a little bit of algae at the moment. And I think you can see why. It's amazing, isn't it? Because I've gone close, look, they stopped wiggling so much and I've gone really low down. But when I come back, they come up to about this height here, about level with these rocks. And they're all over the place, buzzing like a swarm of bees all around Mum. It's only when there's a threat that they sort of go right down low again. Oh, it's so fascinating to watch. So here, guys, is my ram cichlid tank. I set this up, a week ago. So it's looking really good. Everything's growing in nicely. All the fish seem really happy, although I do need your help with a couple of things. So first of all, the male ram looks great. Like, its body shape, everything looks perfect. But the female looks to have like a slight sunken belly on her. Now, as a precaution, I did treat them both for internal parasites. As soon as I got them in their little tank on their own, I put them in a little cube tank first, put some medication with them, left them in there for a week before like putting them into this tank here. So I'd hoped that I got rid of anything in there, but her belly does look a little sunken. Am I being overly sort of critical, or is what you're seeing okay? Second of all, if I really want to get these guys breeding, what do you experts out there with rams suggest I do? I've got the temperature set at the moment to 27 Celsius, which I think, oh, sorry, it's very early. So yeah, temperature seems to be good. We've got tannins in the water. What else can I do? I mean, I know they're like a flat surface, but there's tons of rounded flat, you know what I mean? There's tons of smooth rocks in there. We've got the wood as well, which has got flat surfaces on. What else do you think I should do? Piece of slate, some people have said. Should I take that? Tell me what your top tips for breeding rams, because you know I'm loving the breeding with the cribs, and that seems to be as a result of me making like a really good environment for them. So I want to try and do the same for the rams. I thought I had done, but maybe I haven't set it up quite right for breeding. So let me know what you think. What should I do for that tank? We are now at day 5, guys. Look at this. Look at the buzz now. Oh, hi, Mum. Good morning. Everything's going great. They're right over this area now. Like, this seems to be, they've been in this area now for, a good half a day, I would say, and they seem to feel protected. I think it's because the fish know that nothing comes from, obviously, where we are and the side there, so they're sort of even more protected, but kind of still in the open and near their cave. So that's obviously, that's the cave right there that Mum built. I think it's Mum. Let me know, is it Mum that builds the cave, or did Dad build the cave? Does the mum present the cave as a opportune place for breeding and entices the male in? But yeah, look at them. Look at them go. Proper little swimmers. This has been such an exciting experience so far. Hopefully you guys will stick around and we can just keep vlogging it all and just keep track of everything and how it happens. So this has been day 0 to 5. I suppose day 5 of me seeing them, it's not day 5 of them being alive. I think they're sort of older than that, maybe 10 days old, something like that. I'm not sure, but proper swimming now. Look, we've got some stragglers out the back there. They'll find mum in a second. Look at how pink she is. Looking so good.
So yeah, I really hope you guys have been enjoying this as much as I have. If you have, hit the like and subscribe button to make sure that you don't nearly did that perfect. To make sure you don't miss future vlogs on it all. Just keep it going. Fingers crossed everything ends up perfect. The babies grow even bigger and we get really good success with this. I'll catch you on the next one.